Okay, Kendall. I've got it. What I did over here, let's see if I can show you this. Under MBS, I created a Spring Mobile import and export tables. It's very similar to what we have for mobile frame right now, import and export. For the time being, I actually put the executable that we need to zip in that same directory. Probably want to move that somewhere else. But my thought is when you're in Spring Mobile, what do they import? That's the way to think of it. So here's a temp directory that you would create files in, with timestamps, of course. I don't have those. So right here we would zip it, which would call that executable and go to that location and zip it. Then we would rename it. My rename it is based on this variable down here. And I had to work on this quite a bit. But the variable at first I was using getDate. The problem was getDate would change on each step. So I had to find a script that gave me a timestamp out of the container start time. So each variable is assigned to a container, and the whole scope, whenever this thing kicks off, I assume that's when it's going to use. So, and then we have an FTP site, a task that will actually do a transfer based on whatever the new file name is and put it in that inbox, which I've got on the screen over here. And then finally we should have a job that will delete these text files out of here when we're done. So, you know, I'll only do it step by step. So first let's zip it. Oop, my timestamp's going to be wrong, I think. So it did it. Let's rename it. If this breaks, it's going to be because of the timestamp. I need to stop. Now I need to rename it. Okay. And now let's see if we can. I doubt if it's going to let me FTP it, because I think what happened just now is I changed it'll have a new timestamp. Yep, it won't work. You can't do it in steps because it wants the time that we started this thing. So I'm going to go back and start it all over. Whoops, how did I do that? So I don't, but it did have my zip files in it, so let's delete that one. We don't need that one. So now if I let it, let's run it all the way through. Okay, zip, FTP in it, and it cleared the directory. I guess it's right here at least. So if I go back down here and refresh this, there's the file. It's on their servers. It actually crossed my mind, Kendall, you could actually run your script and use the same timestamp all the way around. I'm not sure if they may won't get timestamps on all your file names. But anyway, and if we go back to our temp directory, it's sitting there empty, ready for you to go again.